Hello people, it's your boy Arktos, member number 2 of AstraLog, your locked royal, your guy who draws all day, your guy who... Hi. Can't think of anything else to say. Welcome in, everybody. Ullo, Moonman, as usual, glad to see you here, and Ullo to anyone who happens to be lurking or just stopping by. Nice to have you all. So tonight we're drawing another friend of mine who I've known long since before my internet streaming journey. This is Zungie. She's very nice. She's part of a group called Delinquents Den. On Twitter you can follow her at Zungie Bungie. It's basically Zungie spelled twice, but the second time it's with a B instead of a Z. She streams only on Twitch, but has a YouTube as well where she occasionally uploads like speed paint stuff, because she also does some really good art. In fact, her own design, which I have as reference right here, that's her own art. She's a really talented artist. So I figured, why not draw another friend? People seem to really like my one of Emery, and I feel like drawing more. So, she's got really good design? Yeah, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. So, I'm probably not going to end up finishing the whole drawing process tonight, because I'd like to go to bed at a reasonable hour. I know I say that probably like every time I stream, then end up not doing that, but I have things to wake up for in the morning that I'd rather not be tired for, but I probably will be anyway, because that's just the way things work. And all that. I hope everyone has had a good day. Mine's been about average, which is kind of par for the course. Ori keeps sending me pictures from his trip, and I'm like, God, I wish I was there. Like, he's posted pictures on his own Twitter right now, so it's not exactly a secret that he's been in Japan, and I'm like, God, I wish I was there. But I've sent him on a mission to get a bunch of merch I want for me that is very hard to get in my location, so hopefully he pulls through. Hopefully. The only, like, picture of merch that I would, like, really want that he sent me is something that I actually already own, and I don't think he knows that I own it, but by the time I saw the picture, because there's a 14-hour difference between where I am and Japan. So when he sent me the picture, it was, what, like 4 in the morning my time? I was knocked out. So if he did end up getting me those things, because it was like a gachapon thing, so it's not like expensive, but it's like, I don't know how to tell him I already own those, but hey, the more the merrier. I gave him like a list of, well, not really a list. Basically, here's the Twitter post for thing in store that I want, and you're probably going to stop by one of these stores. Please pick this up for me if you see it. And I haven't heard that he's seen it, but who knows. That's the trouble when trying to pick out things for people. They might already own it. Yeah, I feel that a lot. I'm, for better or worse, I'm usually the please just get me a gift card kind of person, because you can never go wrong with that. Gift card or just like some cash. It's like that, or give me something like, I don't want to say practical, but finite, I guess, like a candle. Like, I love candles. I burn through those. Incense, those two. Love the smell of incense. It's like something that like I'll use up, and not something you'll like give to me and I feel obligated to like hold on for forever, if that makes sense. Though when I do get like doubles of merch or just stuff in general, it's like I could always use that for like keep one at my Earth house and then bring one to the kingdom with me. That always works. Yeah, I'll like try to do the same for other people's. Give them something that is like more practical, or something they'll like use up, as opposed to just setting it somewhere and not knowing what to do with it, because I know how that goes. I like how this bang is kind of like not really as curved as I want it to be right there. That's probably better. Yeah, it seems like he's been having a good time though. Hopefully I'll get to go sometime within the next like year or so. I've been trying to like, I wouldn't say so much save for it, but at least hope for it in the first place. It's a whole two-part process. You gotta have the time and you have to have the money. Neither of which I feel like I have enough of at any point, but it is what it is. We make do. Past years haven't been kind to travel. Ain't that the truth? Like, I had to fly for the holidays, and it's like, even before the, like really, really close, like, all the, like, super inflation hit the airlines, where the, like, cost of a ticket was, like, over $1,000. It's like, I had to pay, like, more than usual to where I was going and coming from. It was ridiculous. Can't travel be like both easy and cheap. Though when that happens, it also tends to come with the caveat of being dangerous, which also is like, gotta pay for the safety too. Don't get me wrong, safety is important, and like, it's for that reason that I don't usually travel at the cheapest of the cheap if I can afford it, because it's like, probably cheap for a reason. Only it could be right. It's fine. Every day I am forced to travel, and every day I'm like, this could be so much easier, but no one wants to put in the work to make it easier. How am I going to worry about the rest of the hair first, I guess? I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to break up. I might have an idea. Because the way her hair is, it's like slicked back on one side, so I'm not entirely sure how I want to split it up from the head there. I think I might just make like the face part of the head, like the skin face part of the head, its own layer, and then on top of that, put the hairline, and then just make that the same color as the back of the hair, so you don't really see a seam. That would probably work best. And then this white piece would probably be its own layer too. And the ear would overlap well with that. I think that makes sense. We'll cross... I'll hope it will. If it doesn't work, we'll go back to the drawing board. This is on the left side. Bang. In other Arktos' uneventful life news, I saw a spider, and in my bathroom, but I didn't kill it, because I'm not the biggest fan of killing bugs. A, it's gross. B, it makes me feel gross. I'd rather just take them outside. Like, put a little Tupperware over them, trap them in there, and then just up the door. But when I saw this one, it was like first thing in the morning, so it's like, I'm tired, I kind of just want to get in the shower, do my business, and carry on. But by the time I got out, I didn't see it anymore, so I don't know where it went, if it's even like still indoors right now. And that kind of makes me nervous. I don't know what kind of spider it was, but I do live in a place where it's like, poisonous ones aren't exactly like uncommon. So it's like, what if that sucker is like hiding under my toilet seat? So I go to sit down and it just like, I don't know, bites me on the ass or something. And then like, hospitalization occurs. I know that's probably not the case. It probably hid in like the drain or like the air vents or something. It's just like, that is unsettling to think that there could be like a spider under your toilet seat. Or if not there, it could be in the bed sheets. That would suck. I get it, little dude wants to get a little cozy, but please not here. Split the back of the hair. Could go overboard and split the back of the back of the hair into 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously the hoge and the white parts of the hair are going to be separate. Or I could keep it down to 1, 2. The former would give me more motion when it comes to like the rigging and stuff of it, but I mean the motion I'm doing on this is only going to be simple, so I probably don't need to go that in depth. I could probably get far enough with just the deformers, perhaps. So many choices. Art's hard. I'll just keep it to 2. get this so when I deform it, it doesn't like look awkward coming from behind the head. That's probably fine. Adjust these edges a little bit. That's good. I can just go ahead and close this off. Man, so who here all watched the direct earlier? I'm assuming it's everybody. Because everyone and their mother was tweeting about it to the point that that's why Twitter crashed earlier, and I think YouTube broke too after the fact, which is hilarious. I'm excited. That was a really good direct. I've never played most of the games that were like showed, aside from like some of the older Game Boy and GBA titles that they're finally putting on the system. That's actually probably what I'm most excited for, some of the older games to be added. But man, I've never like played Pikmin, so I'll be excited to try it if I can afford to get it. Metroid, I haven't played that one before, so that looks fun too. I didn't play Breath of the Wild because I got my Switch after that came out. So that's another one that I'd love to play. Granted, that's the second one, so I don't know if I need the context of the first to play the second. Chances are it'd probably be a better experience if I did play the first. That's usually how these things work, and that's also why I haven't really played Splatoon before, is because I never owned a Wii U. So I missed the first, and now I feel like I'm not allowed the honor of playing the second and third because I won't have as much of an understanding of the lore, because you can tell there's a lot of lore going on in Splatoon. Sorry for yawning. One game I was really excited to see them feature, like in the first pack of the GBA games that they're finally putting on Switch Online, Super Circuit. I loved Super Circuit. I used to play the crap out of it. Granted, I'm still really bad at Mario Kart, but man, I think I still have the cartridge somewhere. I just don't know where it is, but I do own it. I'm probably significantly worse now at Super Circuit than I was back then, because I've gotten too used to modern day Mario Kart and how much better it all plays. Like, I understand it's an older game, so visually it obviously doesn't compare, but it's just like, it's come a long way. another Arktos' uneventful life happening. So, I'll drink on occasion. This doesn't go like anywhere really horrible. I'll start off with that after saying that. But I'll drink on occasion. And sometime like last month or something, I filled out an artist's like commission form because her art was really good. And like I do remember seeing that it was like expensive, but like I still filled it out regardless. And then I forgot about it. And then they like the situation was like, you fill out the form and there's no guarantee that the artist will contact you. Anyway, I forgot about it. And I couldn't get into my email for a bit. So it's just like kind of, it's just out of sight, out of mind, that type of deal. I'm the kind of guy where it's like, if I forget, then it's just out of my mind forever, probably. Anyway, I finally saw my email the other day, and this was like a month after the artist had reached out to me, and I just like was like, oh my god, I am so sorry. But all is well now. Everything's worked out in the end, and I guess I'm getting me an expensive commission. It's not like bank-breakingly expensive, but it's still a bit of a luxury commission. I won't say who or what it is until it's like, you know, done or anything, but oh baby. Love to support artists, though. Looking forward to seeing the art then? Yeah, me too. Like, there's so much talk online about certain technology, and I'm definitely not a fan of certain technology. Like, obviously, as someone who is sitting here drawing, you can't see my hands, but I just like gestured at my tablet. It's like, I don't necessarily think that all of that is 100% going to be like replacing artists and all of that, but it still sucks. Hey Zungie! Welcome in! Yeah, we don't talk about that tech? Yeah. But that's part of why I want to do more to, like, commission actual artists. Look, I just wanted to draw friends. Well, you're getting it. Surprise! Yeah, I want to draw more friends, too. Oh, no, don't cry. Don't cry. If you start crying, then I'm probably gonna start crying, and I don't want to cry. Not today. Not today. But yeah, I need more, like, I wanna draw more in general anyway, so it's just like, well, if I'm not sure, I guess I'll just pick a fellow VTuber and then do that. So, no! Now I'm going to be forced against my will to cry. Ah! Okay, all better. But yeah. Besides, you're someone who's kind of, not to like throw the word around, but kind of in a sense been a senpai to me for many years now, so might as well gift you a little something. You know? Okay. Look, for lack of a better term, you may be a friend, but you are also technically a senpai in a lot of senses to me, so... Not to be a wholesome softie on Maine, but you know. Come on. Come on. Fine enough. Get that hood. Yeah. Curse my need for perfectly clean lines all the time. Tries not to die, dies a lot. Yeah, that's good. Layer at a time. So you got the bangs. So I guess next would be the actual head. What program am I using for this? I'm using Fire Alpaca to draw it, and I'm breaking up all of this into like, let's see over here, like individual layers and all of that between the parts. And then I'm going to kick it into After Effects to like make a little animated rig of it. In a sense. Man, one day I'll fork over money to learn like Live 2D or something. Seems like it'd be fun to learn, and I kind of know how to do rigging. Less After Effects with rigging. I need to like actually learn how to do sensible rigging in After Effects because I can only do like basic stuff. And, I mean, it gets me pretty decent mileage from what I know, but it only goes so far before I get frustrated and be like, this sucks. I'd much rather rig and animate in Toon Boom, but I don't have access to that on this computer, unfortunately. Toon Boom Harmony, my beloved. I loathe you, but I love you. Probably gonna have to do the same. I've just been lazy. Too busy watching other things and not learning. That's a lie. I have been learning, just nothing to do with art. Please. I know I kind of am an art monkey, but I don't want to constantly be an art monkey. Help! Everything I've learned about After Effects has just kind of, in the last few years, kind of gone in one ear and out the other entirely, so I have no idea what I'm doing. In the slightest. I just put things in and pray that it works. Throw some particle systems on it, get the sparkles in there. Go, yeah, it looks that's perfect. They'll never know, it's all sparkly. They'll never be able to tell. Maybe key little mask here and there. Yeah, that's the stuff. And then you'll go and watch, like, I don't know, some idle video on YouTube, and you'll be like, I could never do that. So so much compositing. It's like I can feel my computer chugging just from watching it. Idle videos go crazy. You watch like any corporate like VTuber kind of announcement video type of thing, and it's just like, this is the most extra video editing I have ever seen in my life. I'm probably never going to learn how to do this, but my god, isn't that something? Yeah. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Why do I do this to myself? Pain and suffering. Art is so much pain. Like, I know eventually I'm probably just gonna like cave and be one of those people who just turns like, just cleans up the sketches a little bit instead of like tracing it over completely with like the cleanest line art physically possible. But I don't know, I like the appeal of crisp and clean line art far too much to just give it up. Which is why I must sit here and cry over the same line for hours and hours and hours and days and weeks and years and centuries and millennia, and until the end of time. Hate here. ear too. Yeah, it's fine. Then do a little bit this, so we can hide the bangs. Again. Okay, now to create the actual hairline. Go under the ear, but over the head. Hairline. See, that's gonna be covered by bangs, so probably need to do it about that deep. Face you. Make sure it goes under the ear in a way that makes sense. That's good, maybe? Yeah, the ear should hide that pretty well. Hide you for a bit. Just you for a bit. And that is all going to be hair colored. That should hopefully work fine. Not bad. I think I might. Do I want the hairline to be black, or do I want it to be hair colored? I think for now I'll leave it hair colored. Actually, let me see. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that's why. That's the ear layer. Yeah, I'll leave it hair colored for now. Okay, then do the white hairs. One come over here. So I've like totally lost the ability to type on any sort of keyboard because throughout the day, like in any given day, I usually have like up to 4 different keyboards that I work with, and they're all very different. So it's just like I don't know how to type anymore. My fingers always land on the wrong ones. I'm always making typos, then hitting enter too fast, and then having to edit my posts, and then I just give up. It's so bad. It's like I can write pretty decently well if I put in the effort, but most of the time it's just like I'm just chatting in very low effort environments. It's like, okay. I'm totally losing it. For the facial features. Bunch of layers all on its own to figure out. See, I can probably put the entirety of the scar on its own layer, even though it's kind of broken up into 2 pieces the way I have it laid out. All the layers, yeah, oh my god, it's so many. Eyes are going to need 3 different layers each of them. Mouth is just gonna need 1. Building up, yeah. Usually in this stuff, like, you'll find that the face in itself can take up, like, half the layers you're working with if you're doing, like, something rigged like this, because the face just has that much going on in it. Or I guess the head in this case in general. Because you've got, like, all the different layers of the hair, unless your character's, like, bald. You've got everything going off the face, unless your character doesn't have a face. Just keep it simple. Just animate stick people. Just like in the good old days. start with the eyes then. You're going to temporarily have a receding hairline. I am so sorry. There, you want a bald? You want to really go bald? Where's the all bald. Just a hoge. There. Let's see, face stuff will go above the ear, below the bangs. Let's start with... No, not a hike. We are a pure chat room, thank you. No ahegao. Ahoge yes, ahegao no. Ahoge yes, ahegao no. Goodness gracious. Language. This is what the kids call a Freudian slip or something. Look, you said it. The evidence. The evidence is right there. Okay, now it's gone, but it was there. You saw it. I enlarged it. It'll be forever ingrained in the YouTube archive. Oh my god, I need to shrink this back down now. It's too late. We all saw it. All maybe like 3 people in chat, we all saw it. And anyone who watches the YouTube VOD up to this point, they will see it too. In fact, after this stream, I will post a screenshot on Twitter. And then everyone will know you've been exposed. What was I doing? Face. Left eye. Eye. L_I. Facial symmetry, my enemy. Love to draw faces, then flip the canvas. I'm sure everyone can relate to that. Anyone who can draw things without flipping the canvas? How? I sure as hell can't. The day I learned how to do that, the entire trajectory of my life changed. Now I just rely on it. A lot. Not that that's a bad thing. Work smarter, not harder, as they say. lid. Poople. Pupa. Purple. Losing my mind. Pepe. It's like a lot smaller than the other side. I see why. Okay. So I'll make it bigger, and then I'll just have to mask it in After Effects. That's fine. Up with the corner there. Seriously losing it. This is all gonna be filled in anyway, so eye color. Fill it in. Probably have to alter the color slightly so it doesn't blend with the skin as much. There's one eye down, one eye to go. should have about 2 frames of being visible anyway, so they don't need to be perfect. Let's bring this light up a little bit. Bring this whole light up a little bit a game came out that I really want to play. It's not related to the Nintendo Direct at all. Pizza Tower. It looks like so much fun. Just this sort of goofy animated nonsense that I need in my life. I don't know, like I'll probably end up streaming it eventually. I don't know when it will be. But man, does that game look like a lot of fun. You can tell that they had a lot of fun making that one too, which is very exciting. Got like so many games wish listed on my Steam right now, and just like one at a time. Man, I haven't even finished Hypnospace. So many games I want to play. It's a little time. Hypnospace I'll probably go back to once it's like easier to bounce things off of chat. Because between all of the reading of the game and all like everything happening in it, I feel like it'd be a little bit more fun with like more people around to experience it with. If that makes sense at all. I think that just leaves the stitches. I need to put the highlights on there too. Stitches go above the blush. Yeah. So I think it's just the scent of whatever some other folks had for dinner earlier, but there's like just like a cooked meat smell in my room right now, and it smells so good. Meat. Could go for some of that. Come with me. egg is now able to see, speak, breathe, and hear. That's 4 out of 5 senses. I guess we can assume touch too, since... I don't know, do zombies have a sense of touch? Zungie, I'm asking important questions. Do zombies have the 5 senses, or is that irrelevant here? I would assume zombies don't have a sense of touch, because at least in the most standard definition, they don't seem to feel pain when pain is inflicted upon, but maybe you're different. Maybe you're built different. What do I know? I'm just some guy. I can see, feel pain. You're feeling so much pain you can see it. That's impressive. Taking all of it so your zombie brethren don't have to. I see how it is. Okay. I'm sorry for my misconception. I apologize. I was wrong. Okay, let's move sketch down here. Please no catching fire. Here's some water, some for you. Or what's that one candy? You're not you when you're hungry. Here's a Snickers. I don't have any candy though, unfortunately. Here's a metaphorical. No. Out. No more fire! No more fire, please! Please! No more fire! You're gonna be okay. I'm sorry. I'll cry again. Use my tears to put it out. Okay, I'm done crying. What was I doing? Highlights. The hair needs highlights. And all of the minor shading that I put on it. I got water in my Cintiq. Well, now it's clean. Great. Shade hair again? Forgot. Let's see. This is probably gonna be tricky too, because there's like a few different layers of this going on. And I want to try to have it broken as little as possible. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna look at myself for reference really quick. Okay. So if I do it from the other side, it should be fine then. Layers of paint? Yeah. If I just do it across the bangs instead of the other side, it'll probably be easier to get like the shine in there. Let's... First I'm gonna just put a temporary one. Do I usually do the lighter on the bottom? That's too dull, but I guess it's a fine start. with that as reference. So if I go to the back hair, actually I'll start with the bangs. Okay, front bang, where are you? There you are. Okay, that looks good. Go to the other side, back hair. See how much leeway I have. Other color in the highlight. Usually get the upper one a little more red. Ooh, kind of like that. It's too close. I'm not sold on the color of that. Color hard, art hard, screams at the top of my lungs, if I could. folder. Don't go. There it is. Always name your layers, kids, because even when you do, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose exactly what you're looking for. Might as well try to make it a little easier for yourself. Head's done. That only took 2 hours just for the head. Great. Now to just figure out how I'm going to layer the jacket, mostly. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to finish this tonight, but definitely making good progress. I'll probably end up streaming more art on Saturday, maybe. That's a big maybe. If not Saturday, then Sunday. Yeah. I don't know if you heard that. I just cracked my wrist. in a feels good kind of way. Don't forget to stretch, kids. I know we're all susceptible to old man bone, but try to not get old man bone for as long as possible. Yeah, of course. Like I said, I just wanted things to draw, so might as well draw my friends. Okay, I guess I'll start with the arm. Forearm. So that would go above everything else. I can't see it overlapping the head at any point. So definitely above this hair. Probably go for another half hour, 45 minutes or so. That's pink. Hey Ray, welcome in. Welcome in. Hello. Hope you're having a good night. Or good day, or whatever time zone you're in, I don't know. Thank you. Tonight we're drawing another friend of mine, Zungie Bungie, as her full username is. Another fellow VTuber and another artist. Very cool person. It's been a rather quiet night, so feel free to kick back and just relax. Super cute, thank you. It's gonna be another one that I'll pop into After Effects to animate, though I'm probably not going to finish the drawing part of it tonight. I only plan on going for maybe another half hour or so, as it's getting late and I have to get up early tomorrow. So, rather than burn myself out, I'll just find a nice place to stop if I can in a bit. Last thing you want to do as an artist is burn yourself out. Been there, done that, and it sucks. It's a really hard pit to get out of, too. So, least I can do is try to avoid that. I may not be the best artist in the world, but my god, do I know my limits. I'm not about that exaggerated hustle lifestyle. No thank you. Burnout is the worst. It sure is. I've been in that pit where it's like, even when you want to draw, it's like you sit down and you open like your art program or your Paint, your Photoshop, your Clip Studio, your whatever you use, and you just stare at the canvas and you're like, maybe some other time. Bonk you, your art is super cute. Hey, I didn't say it wasn't cute. I just said I'm not the best artist. But thank you. In which case, I totally agree. My art is very cute. If anything, I want to make it cuter. Another problem that I've kind of had with like art over the years too is like I like so many different styles that I kind of get caught up in not really figuring out what direction I want to take my own art style, because there's just so many different aspects of so many different styles that I like. Like so many of my favorite like artists will use like more rough and sketchy styles, which I'm like, that is so cool, I want to do that. But then like there's also super clean art styles and I'm like, that's so cool, I want to do that. Or there's like really cartoony styles and I'm like, that's so cool, I want to do that. Or there's anime styles and I'm like, that's so cool, I want to do that. And then there's like more realistic styles, it's like, that's so cool, I want to do that. And it's like it all kind of meshes together and you don't really know what direction you want to take yourself anymore. Very, very hard to break from all the styles, yes. There's so much to look at and appreciate always. Personally always amazed by the super detail-oriented styles. Would desperately love to get on that level, but in class I draw as simple as I can get away. Yeah, I feel that. Like, I get too caught up in both sketching and lining with like a really, really thick outline that like I'm too caught up now in like clean line art and that whole look that it's like I'm not sure I'd be able to just suddenly get away with doing like super realistic stuff now. I'm just not trained for it now. And like if I put in like the effort and really studied the nitty-gritty of those kinds of art styles, I could probably try to replicate it. I can quite honestly replicate a lot of like I guess animated in general styles pretty well, but when it comes to realistic styles, it's like I can't do that. And it's like I've taken like life drawing classes in the past, and I've gotten pretty good remarks in those classes too. Not like 100% perfect, but like, not to toot my own horn, I was above many of the other people in said class. Where's the ear layer? There's the ear layer. Yeah. Art hard. Next thing I'll do is these little side hairs. Above the arm. Art is so hard. I was the exact opposite. Figure drawing was my weak point. Yeah, it can get hard. Like, depending on like if you're taking it as like a college class, for example, like if you've got like a really stinker of a professor, that can like make or break it too. Because I've technically taken like 2 different like life drawing kinds of courses. Both professors had like different backgrounds and mindsets for the same type of course. One professor like was teaching it with a more like animation background style mindset, so he was more focused on teaching the gesture, like realistic gestures, if that makes sense. And we'd have days where it was just like, okay, draw this as realistically as you can, as fast as possible, but like it doesn't have to be 100% anatomically correct, if that makes sense. And then the other professor that I took a similar but not exactly the same course with she was a painter by background. So she was more focused on take your time and try to get as many details as possible. And if you don't get it looking as realistic as possible, you are going to lose marks on it. And she was a very harsh professor. There was actually like an assignment we had to do for that class that I straight up just never turned in which the course or the assignment was to like actually go to like a museum or something and then like draw something like realistic from the museum or something like that. I don't remember what it was. And then like write an essay based on it or something like that. I just straight up didn't do it. I turned in all the other ones and got like, well, I got like good enough grades. I was just like, yeah, I can take a 0 just fine. I think in like my entire like course, like entire school life from grade school through higher education, I think that was the straight up the only thing I just never turned in intentionally. Risky move? Hey, it was worth it. Look, that was in my like final semester, or at least my final year of college too. So it's like I got my final like graduation related stuff to worry about, and this is like an extra elective class that I'm taking for like one more art credit that I need. It's like I've run the numbers, crunch all the numbers, you know, on my calculator and all that. It's like I could take a 0, pass this with a 90, pass this with an A, and that I did. I mean, like in the reviews, like because we after every semester we had the opportunity to like anonymously rate the professors too. And it's like in hers, like she was nice as a person, don't get me wrong, but I was brutally honest. I'm just like, you are way too harsh of a professor, straight up. Like I know I did fine compared to a lot of other people in this class, but a lot of other people in the class were like, I think most of them were like photo students taking a like drawing, like life drawing class. So a lot of them didn't have a drawing background, so they weren't the greatest at the subject, and it's like you'd see a lot of people getting like near fails on basically every single assignment. It's just like this. I feel for them. Those reviews always felt so good to give, and the professor sucked. Yeah, I feel lucky that I never particularly had any like absolutely miserable professors, except for like one who, like, he wasn't intentionally mean. Like, he wasn't even like mean. Like, he was out of touch. I'll put it like that. Like, he didn't mean any ill will or anything like that. And like, he had his moments where like he'd be like, haha, quirky, put like an anime character in the slide. Like, I think he was actually like a Monogatari series fan. I never asked him about it, but I think he was. He was, like, yeah, I guess in a sense he was a boomer professor, but like only to a certain extent. It's hard to explain. Anyway, he like would unintentionally like dead name students in class and shit like that, and it was just very he's just clueless. Yeah, like, he was told off about it at some point, and, like, to a certain extent, there was the excuse of, like, because you could change your name in the school system, so a lot of professors would just, like, read what was in the school system instead of really getting to know the students. And it's just like, this is, bad. I had a professor who knew the whole class hated her. Oh no, she purposely didn't give our class the opportunity to give her review because she only had to give the reviews to 2 classes. That's fucked up. That's really messed up. Oh no. Gosh. Like, when an entire class really doesn't like you, you gotta understand that, like, it's not the class that's the problem. It's the you that's the problem. It's like, I don't even could go on a very long rant about my art college experience, but we'd be here all night. I feel that. Like, I'll be transparent. I went to higher education for art. It's like, there are some real pieces of work here. I mean, I could probably, the same could probably be said about any like higher education like field you look into. But art really truly does have some unique people in the field. That is for sure. Every major's got their kooky professors, yeah. Students too. There were some real unique students in my college that was just like, you can tell that they didn't like get in through their own merit. Rather, it was more than likely their parents' money. You could tell. Like, don't get me wrong, I think frankly, I think everyone should have the right to pursue a higher education if they wish to, and I wish it was actually affordable to everybody. But you get your people who clearly don't want to be there, or like aren't there for the education aspect, and it gets real awkward real fast. Straight up, my mindset is if you aren't ready for college, don't go. If you never feel ready for college, don't feel bad about it. There are plenty of people who don't want to go to college. Like, there are plenty of people who find success without ever having going. One of my favorite streamers, shoot, he tells you all the time how he dropped out and now he's doing just fine. I don't blame the students as much as I blame the college itself, taking advantage of the want for creativity just to take their money and set them up for failure. Yeah, that's true too. Like, me personally, I'm glad I went to college. Like, I wouldn't be where I am without it probably, but not everyone is going to function in that same way I function, and I totally don't think everyone should, you know, feel obligated to go. I just, more than anything, wish it was a more accessible option for people. Because, like, you'll get your people who do want to go, and it's just like they can't afford to go to the schools or, you know, study the classes they want to be able to study. I'm thankful for the connections I got out of it, but not much else, so I feel like they're for... Yeah, that's a lot of it. Like, I'll be honest, a lot of my best friends that I made in college were, like, not even in the, like, field that I studied, were from mostly the extracurricular, like, stuff that I did. Like, I've still got plenty of friends in the thing that I studied, but funny enough, a lot of them either, like, went on to, like, different fields instead in the end, or, like, just got too burned out. Which I get. Definitely get that. I'll say sometimes people take it too seriously. I rarely had friends in my major because they had that work and grind mindset. I couldn't vibe with them. That sucks. That really sucks. Yeah, I'm glad, like, there weren't a lot of people like that around me, at least. I feel like rise and grind people are like I'm glad you feel motivated, but you've got to be a little bit out of touch to try to be inflicting that kind of mindset on everybody. And it's like, we've all got our own shit to deal with. It's like, we can't all be rise and grind. Me? I'm 14 billion years old and I still need like an extra half hour just to crawl out of bed. Let's get this bread, more like, let's get this bed, I'm going to sleep. Just like that. above the chest. I guess I could put the neck on its own layer. I'll try that. Do this real quick. Gotta lurk for a bit, but I'm loving how this is turning out. Lurk all you need. Never feel obligated to stay chatting in chat and all of that. I'll probably be wrapping up soon anyway, like I said. I'll probably just do a couple more little things and then call it a night. Actually, how does that look against the... yeah, that blends right in. It's not. Where's the head layer? Head. That's fine. Then to the left one. Left shoulder hair. All that ranting about higher education got me thirsty. Water good. So my life like truly changed when I started carrying a water bottle everywhere with me. I used to not understand. I used to not really get the purpose of carrying water with you everywhere. And then I started doing it in like, I don't know, high school or something. I'm just like, I get it now. Instant hydration. Like, I don't know what was wrong with me to not be doing it beforehand. I don't know, maybe it was just like never thirsty or something. It's like the second I did it, it's just like, I get it now. I'm a changed man. Never catch me drinking from a public fountain again. Probably for the better after the last couple of years. I think I'm gonna call it here. Still got quite a lot left to do. I still have like the rest of the body, the legs, the other arm, the whole bat. But hopefully the rest of this won't take quite as long as just setting up the face. Because the face in itself, like I said, can be a beast of its own. But I think that should be fine. Let's see, I'll need to do a few different layers for the little jacket that she wears. The skirt itself should be easy. Legs are each going to be one individual layer each. Or, I guess, folder each. Yeah. So many little pieces going into this, but it should work out fine in the end, I think. I think there's a lot more pieces here than the one I did for Emody. Or maybe not, because Emody had a lot of bows going on. In this case, there's just like a lot of little details, like the stitches. And then she's got like a little, like you can't tell, but there's like a little thing hanging off of her neck. It's like I can't tell if it's like a zipper kind of detail kind of thing. But yeah, that's all I've got the energy for tonight. My old man bones are starting to scream at me. And I need to get up in like 7 hours. So I'd like to sleep. Cool. What do I got going? I think today was Wednesday. I think all of my days feel off in my head. Like yesterday felt like Wednesday, today felt like Thursday. Every day feels like a day ahead for whatever reason. That's very good, thank you. Let's see, tomorrow's Thursday. I think I'm streaming more Hades tomorrow? Maybe? I don't remember. If I am streaming something tomorrow, it'll be at 9 p.m. If I'm not, then I am a fool. No stream on Friday, that's for sure. Saturday is currently up in the air because I've been asked to help with something. So depending on how long that something takes me, I may or may not stream at all. If I do stream, it might be more art. If I don't stream, I'll do something on Sunday, probably, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, that's all I've got tonight. Everyone enjoy your night, and thank you for tuning in, whether you chatted or not. Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. Good night. It was nice having you. Good night, everybody.